Here we have some fennel bulbs with all the fronds on it still. And we got a few onions. We have some couscous. Also, you got some red, yellow, and green peppers. A bunch of garlic, which we're going to clean. Some tomatoes. Whatever hot sauce you like. Ground pepper. Garlic powder. Got some bay leaf, cumin, and chili peppers, dried chili peppers, along with some sage, scallion, and then fresh picked oregano. So the sage, everything here is garden fresh. We just need a little bit of it, and we're going to set it up for the couscous. Now what we'll do is we'll take and prepare the fennel bulbs. We'll wash it, we'll take it apart, and then we'll dice it up. Here's some really nice turkey wings I picked up at the market. They're a pretty nice size. I'll put my hand in front of you to see how big these things are. So here we have the turkey leg portion of the wing. Then you have the upper part of it. It looks like a great big buffalo wing. And then there's the tip right behind it. So what I've done was I washed it off, prepared it with some salt and pepper. Just to let it sit for a while with some garlic powder. And then what I took was some lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, about 3 or 4 lemons, and put it in a container. Then I put some more salt and pepper on there, squeezed the garlic into it, and I took some red onion and diced up a portion of it and just squeezed it through the garlic press also. So I got the juices of all these things going together, and I just drizzled it over the top of everything, mixed it up a little bit, and now I'm just going to let it sit for a few hours, and we'll get ready. Okay, I've separated the drumsticks and the wing tips. I put them together in this pan, and I put the midsections of the wings in this pan. Just because the size difference is so great, these drumstick sections will take longer to cook, and these guys will come up sooner. Alright, I got the oven preheating at 350. We're going to put them in for about an hour or so, covered with the aluminum foil, and then we'll take them off after the hour's up or so, see how they're doing, and let them brown up. Meanwhile, I got everything over here ready to go to start slicing, dicing, chopping, and all that. And we'll get that together, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's been just over, a little bit over an hour that the turkey wings have been baking. And now I'm going to pull it out, and I used these nice long tongs to take a look at everything. And here we go. Oh, nice. We have plenty of juices working on there. We're going to need some of those juices later on, so we'll just remove some of this aluminum and stuck to it. Now we just take and turn these guys over. There we go. Nice and thick. Oh, they're doing great. The meat is beginning, the bone is beginning to show. You see its meat's pulling back. That's what we like. There we go. You just turn that over. And I got the small wing tips over here too. They contribute to the juices that we need. And just turn them over. There we go. And the same thing with this one. There we go. That one's a little small, so we had to set it up on an angle over here for that plate. Here we go. Oh, these are doing great. Just flip them over. Oh, that one just. There we go. Whoops. And again. There we are. Now I just go back in, and we're to leave them in there for about another half hour. We're going to check up on them and see what's going on. Meanwhile, I started slicing and dicing over here. My aromatics are already chopped up. I have the fresh oregano, fresh scallions, the sage. I'm going to keep the sage a little bit separated because it's a little strong. I'm using two different areas. And we'll start cutting up all these tomatoes and the peppers. And then we'll get our broth going in a few minutes, and we'll see how that goes. I've diced up the fennel bulbs, nice and thin, well, about a 1/4 inch or so, more or less. Then I also sliced up the onions. And here I've taken the fennel bulb, taken some of the fronds. I picked out the skinnier branches, right, as you can see. And what I'm doing, I'm lining them up, and now I'm going to take and cut off the twigs of it, hold on to the fronds, and just dice them up a little bit. And what we do, I hold on to them and put them into the couscous. So we mix that in with some of the other ingredients. So you wash them out and just pick out the nicer branches, and pick out the thinner leaves, and just cut them off, and then just slice and dice them up and put them aside. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next step. Okay, we've deglazed the pans with all the tidbits and all the juices over here. I took a little taste and it was excellent, but it does need some of the other things, so put in, we squeeze some of these garlics right in here, just 1, 2, 3. I love this thing, called the Lazy Susie. Got it years ago when my wife and I first got married, and we were looking for pots and pans and all this stuff. We found a place down in South Philadelphia that was recommended by somebody else, and it was excellent, and we had it for years. It's almost as old as we've been married, I think, right, huh? She doesn't want to say anything. Okay, so I got 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Let's get it all mixed in. Now, take some of the aromatics, just throw it in, a little bit of the sage. Now, can't do without my bay leaf. Put some of those in there. Now, oh, I forgot this. We get all that in there. Now, a little sprinkle of cumin. My wife's favorite, crushed red pepper. Before she couldn't stand red peppers or any kind of peppers. Now something happened and she's going crazy for it. Now we take some of my onions, put them right in. Take the fennel bulb that I sliced up, right on in. Now some of the fronds that are from the fennel bulb, just shake them in a little bit. Reserve the rest, and we take the tomatoes. We dump all that in there. Now, a little bit of garlic powder. I got garlic in there, but garlic powder is get it going a little bit faster. Now we get all that set. Now we just take and mix it all together. Now we set the temperature for the oven at about 350. And we're just going to roast these up. The turkey wings are sitting here waiting for all this goodness to come through. And this won't take long at all. We'll just keep an eye on it. Whoops. I wonder where that went. And we put all that in there. I thought we had one too many onions in there, so here we go. Just mix it all in. And we'll take it and put it right back in the oven. And we'll check on it in about a half an hour, 40 minutes, see how it's doing. Then we got it at 350, like I said. Just going to roast everything up. And here we go. Woo. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, the vegetables are just right. The onions are getting little black tips, just the way I like them. Give you that little earthy taste. It's still got some of those juices in there. They're fantastic. Just close this up while we're working over here. Now, I'll put these right back. Keep them nice and hot. And just let them sit there for a little bit. Absorb all that deliciousness, that goodness. You know, I believe that men should get immersed in delicious things. And have beautiful things and beautiful wives. Wives that they can love and kiss all day long and have. And the wives can share with them. And you can share with the wives. Ah, man. I know I always talk about stuff like that, but such is life. That's what God has given us, and that's the way it should be, and that's the way it is. Alright, now I got all these wings back in here. What I'm going to do, just throw all that stuff back in there. Let it absorb some of that juice. And it's just to keep it hot and keep it warm. I'll be pulling it out again. And just cover it up. Because now I don't want to burn it. Now, it'll dry up a little bit. Not too much. There we go. Now I'm going to put it right back. And my broth is nice and hot. Already boiled once. I'm just getting it nice and steamy again. Here it comes. You hear it just in time. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my couscous. Now all this is just chicken broth that I've mixed up, boiled it, got all the stuff in there. Now, you can have chicken broth that you bought, or you can chicken broth that you prepared or you saved from when you did chicken soup or something like that. You have some broth left over. Be frugal, put it away and use it. It's good stuff. This is ready to go. Pour it in. There you go. Give it a stir. And just turn off the heat. See, it's boiling already. You just pull it off, put your top on it, and leave it alone. In a few minutes, all that goodness is going to be absorbed by the couscous. The taste of the broth and all the seasonings that are in that broth are going to be right in, and it's finger-licking good. And then, when that's ready, we'll take the turkey out, prepare it on a platter with the couscous and all the other herbs and spices I'm going to put on top. The couscous is ready. It's nice and fluffy. I've been breaking it apart. And now we're going to platter it. And I also tasted it. It's awesome. Now, all we're going to do, just put it on a platter. Nice and easy. Get it all out. You get a lot of it. Believe it or not, this was only 24 ounces. Okay, two 12-ounce packets of couscous. And more or less about between 6 to 8 cups of broth. That was it. Look at this. I can feed a ton of people. It started to get a little sticky at the bottom, but it's okay. It's actually still cooking as we're talking. That's why you see all the steam here. All right, leave that go. Now we can do two things. Take a little bit of the cilantro. I chopped it up, a little coarse chop to it, so it gets down to that level. A little bit of the fronds from the fennel, not too much. Ooh, boy, does that smell good. Now remember I had some of those aromatics in there? Okay, just held on to some of it. Just sprinkle it. You don't want too much, just a little bit over there. Good. Now, for the piece of earthly and heavenly delight. Take the, woo, my glasses got screwed up. Take out the turkey wings that are sitting on the vegetables. They got nice and hot again. And look at that, nice and brown and toasted. Oh, love it. All right, now just plate these right on up. Oh, get the nice looking good side. Oh, look at that. It's coming right off the bone. Woo. Oh, you guys should smell what I'm smelling right now. And here you go. These nice big pieces right here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, just be a little. We're in the kitchen. You got a little drip here, a little drip there. That's all right. That's 3, 4. And here's the other one. Okay, well, we'll put that one in. It's too big. Put it upside down. Easier to deal with. Now you got these little guys. And you just chew on these little bones. They're just the wing tips. There's a little bit of meat on there, but they contribute to the juice element that we needed. And now, all these nice little vegetables that we put in here and just let them steam up together. And there's a lot of juice in there. That we'll do. Move these aside. Get it nice and close over here. And just put it right on top. Does that look good or what? What do you think, hon? Does that look good?
Yes.
Oops. Well, not on the floor. But in Brazil they always say, you know, that pode casar. And that means you can get married. Can I get married again?
Yes, with me.
Yeah, all over again? Oh man, ooh, I love it. I would love that. See, get all those vegetables right in there. Now, we got a lot. So we take a little bit of the aromatics, sprinkle that on there. That's then the fennel again. Oh, smell, just, oh, the aroma. And then the rest of the other seasonings that we had. Oregano, sage, escallion. Oh, get all that good stuff in there. Now, couscous and turkey wings with vegetables, fennel, tomatoes, onions, garlic, all that good hearty food. That steam coming up there. Ah, great. Merry Christmas.